Hey YouTube, what's up? So I haven't really made a video in like a really long time because like college happened and I went to Japan and then like I just been super busy, so it's like no. But I need to tell y'all about this experience that I had with like it was just such a weird encounter and like so it was this like little, I don't want to call it a dating thing, but it was like a little social thing. And I had did it. And this guy, he was Asian or whatever, had hit me up on there. You know, I don't really go for looks like that all the time. I really go for personality. So I was talking to him. He was a real sweet person, you know. I was like, okay, you know, when I gave him like my little kick or whatever. And I was like, oh, I'm about to go to sleep, so I'll hit you up later. So he hit me up the next morning, good morning, and I was like, oh, you know, that's cute. I don't even know you like that. You just automatically saying good morning. That's cute. And then so he started talking to me. So I was just like, you know, why you want to talk to me? And he was like, cause you like the Asian culture. And I was like, that's understandable, cause you know, it's like not a lot of people in America like the Asian culture, or they're just so confused about it and they just like get things mixed up. So then, like, so we started talking, and he really wasn't that interesting. Like, really was kind of boring. So I asked him, can we just be friends? Like, I kind of friend zoned him. That was a little messed up, but I asked him, can we be friends? He was like, yeah, you know, can you just find me a girl? And I was like, sure, you know, just tell me what you're looking for, and I get you a girl. He was like, it don't really matter what race, you know, I prefer black. And he was like, it could be your age or, you know, my age. He was 20. And he was like, somebody like you. And I was just like, okay. And then he was like, so how long is it going to take? And I was like, I didn't even talk to nobody. It's only been 5 minutes. He was like, well, how long is it going to take you to find me a girl? I was like, why are you rushing me? Like, if somebody will come to you, let them come to you. Don't be rushing. So it's like it got around like midterm times, and like I got really busy, and like so I just kind of stopped talking to him. Like I got busy, so then he hit me up kind of like at the end of the quarter or whatever, and he was just like, hey, and I was like, oh, you know, hey, what's up? And he was like, you haven't talked to me in a really long time, you know, you haven't hit me up. And I was like, well, you know, communication kind of works to both ways. If you wanted to talk to me, you could just said, hey, but I've been busy lately, so that's why I really haven't hit you up. And then so he asked me, he was like, are you still single? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, you know, I'm kind of talking to somebody, like, you know, at the time I was talking to this guy. And he was like, who? And I was like, you don't know them. And he was like, I was like, why? He was like, because I'm single. And I was like, did you ask me because you were single? Like, what? He was like, no, I'm just saying maybe we should date. And I was like, I'm like, it's been at least 2 or 3 months since the last time we talked. Like, I mean, that's cute, but you haven't went on to nobody else. So I was just like, you know, why do you still like me? And he was like, cause you're black. And I was like, huh? Like, run that by me again? And I was like, well, you know, what makes you like black girls? And he was like, cause they fun, wild, and crazy. And I was like, where are you getting your sources from? Like, you know, where, like, are these the girls you dated and things like that? He was like, no, YouTube. I'm sorry. Did you just base the entire race off of YouTube? Who does that? Like, who really does that? Like, who sits here and base an entire race off of YouTube? And so I asked him, I was like, have you ever dated a black girl? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, well, were they just like the girls on YouTube? And he was like, no, YouTube's not a person. And I was just like, what the hell? You stupid as hell. I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? That was like, I just had to tell y'all that because it was just, it's crazy. Like, college life is getting crazy. And then recently, this guy like me, he was like, oh, I got an Asian roommate. And I was like, oh, that's what's up. And I was like, oh, what he look like? He was like, yeah, his dreads about like, you know, halfway. his dreads? It's like, I mean, they his? Like, they his dreads? He was like, yeah. I wanted to meet him. I really wanted to meet him. I was like, I've never seen an Asian with dreads. I'm sure he cute. But I never saw him. But supposedly, he sees me, but I never seen him. I'm sure if I seen an Asian with dreads, hey, how you doing? I would know who you are, but apparently not. So, but that's really all I really want to talk about. Just that weird experience. I just thought that was peculiar. I just think if you like somebody for who they are, whether they're black, white, whatever, don't say the reason you like them is based off information from a social media, because social media doesn't really define a race. Because I'm sure not every white girl is a Starbucks fanatic. And I'm sure every black girl is not like a club popping, twerking chick who twerk for likes. You know, like, everybody, don't base like things off of social media, because it's not gonna be true. Everybody's different in their own way, and like, you should find that person who you are, and don't rush into a relationship. Like, if somebody's gonna come for you, they're gonna come for you. Don't sit here and just be like, oh, today's the next day, it's been 5 days and I still haven't gotten a text from nobody, single forever, oh, forever lonely. Just focus on you and do you. If somebody wants to pursue you, they'll come into your life. So that's all I really wanted to say. I'm bored, so bye.